Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Fridge Roulette on Ctrl+Alt+LetsEat. Here's the deal. We tell AI what ingredients we've got in the kitchen, and it helps us come up with a recipe. Let's jump right in. We're going to be prepping our ingredients before we start cooking, starting by thinly slicing 1 sweet onion and mincing 4 garlic cloves and setting aside. We'll be using 6 tablespoons of butter total, which will separate into groups of 4 and 2. We'll be grating 1 cup or 4 ounces of low moisture mozzarella, as well as 1/2 cup or 2 ounces of Pecorino Romano cheese. Next, we're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter into a saucepan and toss in your onions over low heat with a pinch of salt. We're going to be caramelizing our onions today, so cooking them low and slow and making sure they don't burn is absolutely critical. While your onions are cooking, go ahead and add 4 quarts of lightly salted water into a separate pot and bring to a boil. And all this process is going to take about 45 minutes to complete, but when these are done, they're going to add a ton of flavor into our dish. Next, in a dry saucepan over medium heat, we're going to add our prosciutto. Once they're nice and crispy, we're going to set them aside for the end. Finally, it's time to start our bechamel sauce. So in a large saucepan over medium-low heat, melt your remaining 4 tablespoons of butter and whisk in 2 tablespoons of flour. We want to let that flour and butter mixture cook for about 1 minute before we add in 2 cups of heavy cream and whisk until our mixture starts to thicken. While our sauce is cooking, we can go ahead and add our gnocchi to our boiling water, taking them out with a handheld strainer once they start to float. Gnocchi only takes a little time to cook, so this will only take a few minutes. Make sure you save some of your pasta water for the end. Once our bechamel is nice and thick, we're going to lower our heat and we're going to add in our Gorgonzola, our mozzarella, our Pecorino Romano, and our garlic to the sauce. We're going to stir these until they're well combined. It's absolutely crucial that we set our heat to low so we don't accidentally split our sauce. Just keep it low and slow here, and keep stirring so our garlic has time to incorporate and soften. We're following the AI's instructions for this recipe, but I probably would have added the garlic a little earlier in the process, just to give it more time to incorporate into the bechamel, but this works too. Once our garlic is tender, we're going to fold in our caramelized onions into the sauce, and we want to stir these until they're evenly distributed. Once everything is evenly mixed in, go ahead and stir in your cooked gnocchi, a bit of parsley, and a splash of that reserved pasta water. The pasta water isn't just thinning the sauce, the starch in the water helps everything emulsify into one glossy, velvety blanket that hugs each gnocchi. Give it a few more gentle stirs just to make sure everything is well combined. And that's it. Plate your pasta on the dish of your choice and top with your crumbled, crispy prosciutto, taking a few extra seconds to make it look pretty, of course. And let me tell you, this is a 10 out of 10 recipe. All the flavors really come together here. The caramelized onion, the gorgonzola, the prosciutto, all of it. This was really something special. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you next time for another episode of Fridge Roulette.